Everyone is racing to sell voice AI agents, but here's the brutal truth. 90% of them will actually just lose you clients. Why? Because of the default settings. They sound robotic, they lag, they interrupt people. You aren't building a sales rep, you are building an annoyance. And the problem isn't the AI, it is the setup. Now, my name is Altus. I own my own AI agency, and for the last 30 years, I've been involved with voice AI technology. I've listened to over thousands of bot calls, and I know exactly why they fail. And in this video, I'm going to show you two very specific settings that you can use that will fix this instantly. We're going to take it to the basics, get rid of the lagginess, and change a bot for sales for $97 a month and upgrade it to something real human sounding like that you can sell for up to $3,000 a month. And you don't need to take any notes. I've packaged it all up together so you can download it at the end, and I'll show you where to get it. So let's get into this awesome, valuable video. Let's start them. Okay team, let's get into this amazing video. Voice AI. So first off, voice AI is still going to be your best AI solution or AI package module for 2026, simply because it's just getting better and better. It's easier to install, it comes into a package, but really for businesses it's really valuable because it covers off the three main business restraints. And that's what we do. We don't sell voice AI agents. We are selling a solution to a problem or to make some things better for them. And the main three restraints for businesses that they want to either improve or do or get better in is to make more money, have more free time, and build up their reputation. And a voice AI system, a voice AI agent, when I say system, it's a very big difference to it because we sell systems, but a voice AI agent do all those three things together, whether it's just the one or multiple ones. So therefore it slots in really, really well with businesses. But the number one mistake a lot of people do, especially when you're new into your AI agency, you want to do as many outreaches as you can, you want to get as much leads as you can, you want to get as much clients as you can, and you usually fall into this good old mistake here. And Alex Hormozi actually puts it together really well, is the three triangles in here, and it pretty much says you can only have one of two things, right? You can either have something fast and cheap, or you can have it fast and high quality, or cheap and high quality. You can't have all of it together. Now, when you're trying to do something really fast and really cheap, you're really gonna fall out the box with high quality. And that's exactly where this whole problem scenario comes in. This when you don't spend the time, fast becomes a problem, and then quality becomes a problem, and then you have a cheap system that just doesn't sound good, and you end up losing those clients, or they don't convert from leads to clients, especially in your demo system. So, and that's where it comes in really. It's got these couple of problems, and the two biggest mistakes of voice AI especially is the lagging and the misinformation, where it cuts over people or doesn't know how to answer all these things. And those are the things that pushes clients away, that frustrates them, that makes them angry, that gets them annoyed. And if you actually spend all the time going from a funnel to a lead, from a lead to a client to onboarding them, and then eventually you have them churn on you, you're just falling apart and you're wasting all that time and effort that this might have built you, when you should have spent a bit more time making sure that we have a better system, right? So we have something that's of high quality. It might take you a little bit longer to do, and it's not going to end up being cheap, right? So how do we fix these two things? And it's really super easy, and things really fall into place. I'm going to give you those two tips how to do it, but you need to spend that time. I can't cover it in the video. You need to spend a good hour or two on your voice AI agent to perfect it. Even if it's just for a demo, if it's for real, for a real client, you're gonna spend a lot longer time on it. But we need to do two things, right? So the two things that we're gonna do is gonna make and be all the difference between a low cost option and a high cost option. And we're just jumping back to, we don't want a cheap option, we're gonna give them a higher priced option because we're gonna make it higher quality, and we're going to skip out the fast bit to it. But you can work on it by just making these two things, and the two things is going to be, number one, prompting. You need to be an expert prompter. You need to understand how prompting flow works. You need to understand how and when to put in tasks, what rules are, what personalities are, what the flow is, what scripts are. You need to really understand how those work and how they come together. And then when we talk about prompt training, it combines where we add things and by the prompting and the prompt training and adding too much, too big of a prompt. That's where all the problems comes in. That's where the lagging comes in and the misinformation comes in, because you're building a bad prompt and you have an agent that is not capable of training in the right way. Now, when you have systems, especially like Go High Level, you can do further extra training and we'll do things for you. And I'm going to show you these examples in High Level because it's super easy to fix these two things. But if you can work on how to get a better prompt and how to get your agent better trained, then that's going to really fall into your favor and you're going to be able to not have something cheap, nastier people are going to run away from it. You're going to have something with more value, more experience, going to be better with, even with more functionality. And that's what we're going to look at, is that how to prompt it, where to change out knowledge bases, how to do a bit of training on it. It's just a super detailed video about what to do and what you should look into, but we're not going to nag on through this is what you do and how to do it. So it's not going to be step by step, it's going to be an overview, and I will show you at the end how you can do this with a ChatGPT AI module. So AI module where it'll do all your heavy lifting for you, and you will be able to have something better with the help of AI. AI is going to help you build AI and it's going to be super cool like that. And once you spend a bit of time on it, it's going to get you 90% there. Your time is going to be the extra hour or two of that extra 10-20% to make it perfect. So let's get excited. Let's now jump into a quick tutorial. I'll show you where all these things are in Go High Level specifically. Now this can be again for anything. If it's going to be retail, VAPI, they all work the same in similar ways. You just got to be smarter, and I can't say this enough. Prompting. Become a master prompter. So let's get into that part. Really cool now. Voice AI agents are strongly dependent on the prompt. You need to be a really good prompt engineer to get really good voice AI agents when it comes to actions specifically and the way they sound and the handle themselves. Now, because High Level's voice AI agents are very specific to them, there's a bunch of cool things that you can do for it. Now, the number one thing is always building a knowledge base. Now, I tell you now, the knowledge base function in here of High Level is really good. Make sure you use it, especially if you're going to scrape out a lot of stuff from a business. If the business is going to have a large amount of data and your prompt is going to be extremely big, your prompt is going to be slow, the AI agent is going to respond slow because it needs to read over a lot of data, and it can be really frustrating and really annoying. So number one thing, build a really good knowledge base. Now when you make sure you go build these knowledge bases, AI agents, knowledge base, create a knowledge base, make sure, test for YouTube, make sure you go over what it scrapes. Some websites and some functions don't allow you to scrape, so it might crawl the website pages, but it's not going to have any information in here when it actually crawls that information. And the really good tip to do is simply open something like Gemini, GPT, any one of those, right? Give me a good knowledge base for a voice AI agent by summarizing this website, and all you have to do is go visit every couple of pages, Control A, Control V, Control A, Control V, paste that in there. Gemini, your large language module, is going to give you a condensed summary version that is really good for a knowledge base, and that's where you go add it in here within the rich text. The rich text is going to be plain text. It's super indexable. Now, side note, knowledge bases, it's a RAG system. The way it does is chop information up, and it chops it up in chunks, overlays. You don't have to get too technical in it, but if you can condense something into plain text within here, it's going to be a lot better than something that is crawled out. Likewise with the frequently asked questions, and if you're going to upload any sort of tables and data as well. Rich text is always going to be that. File uploads work okay, PDFs are a lot harder. So this is going to be your king. If you do anything like that, create a really good knowledge base. That's my tip number one. You can't go wrong with this. Super cool. Now, tip number two is getting that prompt really good. Now, my suggestion would be for you to go search through a lot of prompts that's really good. If you are an agency owner, you can come to the knowledge base and you can create some prompts for yourself, or you can create some voice AI agents for yourself, and then from the marketplace over here you can see which ones are good. People have put these up in here, they're rated, and you can see how many have been downloaded. But you want to build out a bit of a knowledge base with prompts, and then from that knowledge base you're going to build a custom GPT. Now you don't need to be on the ChatGPT plan for it. You can use things like Gemini Gems that does not work as well as GPT, or Claude also works really well. But what you want to do is we're going to have a really good collection of different AI niche voice AI prompts. So go through in here, you can download these, you can go into your voice AI prompts once they're listed, and just copy out the prompts. And what you're going to do is build a custom GPTs. Really quick and really easy to do. You're going to come to GPTs, and I'm going to show you the one that I have and what I actually found on here. But you're going to create a new project, so it's not even a custom GPT, it's going to be a new project for YouTube. And within here you are gonna upload those prompts, those collections as a knowledge base for within here. So for YouTube, your instructions is going to be something very specific, that you need to research all this information in regards to a specific business and create an amazing voice AI prompt for that business. Then you're going to upload some files and you're going to refer to that as your examples, right? And this will create really cool voice AI agents for you. Now, let me show you what I have, and you can get these files at the AI agents. Mentorship, it, I'll put the link down below. Plus, you get really cheap Go High Level as well. I cut that $4.97 up to $97 a month. But look at these AI agents that I have in here. For example, this one in here. We'll just go through, and number one, it cuts out a bunch of stuff like tokens. Number two, it ultra humanize it. It makes it really specific for high level. Now this might not look like something to you, but this is really good AI language within here. Okay, so I'm not going to delve too much into these, but let me show you my bit of research and knowledge base that I have in here. So I have very specific steps in here, but I've also since collected what makes for good AI prompts and Go High Level prompts. So quickly look at these. These are the secret source, secret weapons. Now, this is from 11 Labs, because remember, Go High Level uses 11 Labs within the background, and it talks about what makes for really good human sounding voice AI agents using specific keywords for it. So my little thing in here makes for really good examples in here. All right, so that one I got, this might be the very specific Go High Level one. There are the core principles of voice AI prompting. I have this one in here, and I have a bunch of examples in here. I also have some Go High Level documentation in somewhere, 10 prompts in here. So I have a massive collection of what makes for really, really good prompts, and I have the direction for Go High Level in here somewhere as well. And it allows us to really go through, and might be the step in here that converts it very specifically for a voice AI agent for mastering and Go High Level. All right, so I got all the Go High Level very specific prompting instructions that I've dug out for in here that tells it how to talk specifically to Go High Level using the Go High Level custom valuables. So this little knowledge base within here makes, again, we're back to knowledge bases, makes for super cool voice AI prompts. And when you chuck in information, basic information in here from a business, at the very least, it will just go and create really good prompts in here. So for example, the waterproofing business that I did, I just threw in all its information in here that I created previously from my knowledge base, and it comes up with a really good prompt. Then it tells you, what do you want to do with this prompt? Do we want to make it a really good high level prompt? I said, yep, let's make it really good for high level. Then configures it specifically for a voice AI agent and high level. And then it also adds the superhuman bits to it, which is really cool. So those are my two biggest tip. So make sure you go check it out. Make sure you consider it. Those two small things that you do makes for really good voice AI agents. Believe me, if you're going to do this all the time, problem solving, these aren't perfect. They're going to come out 90%. You just need to tinker it a little bit. So hope you like this. Hope you follow and like my new channel. I'm going to keep giving you cool tips and tricks exactly like this. So talk to you all later and see you in the AI agency mentorship if you need to.